Alright, so it is January, and it is time for all those obvious January movies to get the hell out of here, because it's time for The Gentleman. The Gentleman stars Charlie Hunnam, Matthew McConaughey, Michelle Dockery, Henry Golding, Hugh Grant, Colin Farrell, Jeremy Strong, and Eddie Marsan, and is about Mickey Pearson, played by McConaughey, who is a massive weed farmer trying to sell his farming locations to a bunch of buyers. And Hugh Grant plays Fletcher, who is reading a screenplay he wrote about those events to Charlie Hunnam, who plays Raymond. It's a lot simpler once you see the beginning of the movie. I haven't seen a lot of Guy Ritchie movies, but from what I know, this is definitely dressed with his super high energy style, including all the fourth wall breaks and the super meta nods at the audiences that really actually work and are not too self-indulgent. If there's one thing that the music, costume design, cinematography, and super sharp dialogue encapsulates, it's class and style. Okay, well that's actually two things, but y'all know what I mean. The movie is cool as hell, and it knows it. And it's also way better than the trailers made it look. Thoroughly entertaining is what this movie is. I assume, especially with all the other stuff out right now, that this is the movie to see on a Friday night with all your friends. It's a blast. There is one subplot in particular about retrieving a very important person from like the skids of the city, and I was having so much fun with it. I didn't even think about the 5 other subplots that I will get to later in the review. Everyone is great in this film. Everyone executes their respective traits, accents, and dialogue pretty flawlessly, except for maybe Henry Golding, who is kind of over the top in this one. But credit where credit's due, I'd much rather see him in this than Crazy Rich Asians. Hugh Grant, Charlie Hunnam, Colin Farrell, and Matthew McConaughey were definitely the standout in this one, controlling every scene they are in with an insane amount of charisma and amazing delivery that piques your interest with every single line pretty much. Michelle Dockery is a complete badass, and Jeremy Strong plays a very good, despicable weasel. I'm not gonna act like the movie's characters weren't pretty surface level for the most part, but that's not really what the movie's trying to show you anyway. It's not supposed to be a character study, right? The characters are so entertaining though that you forget about those small little gaps until you come out of the movie and start reflecting on it. And there was one other thing that bugged me. By the end of the movie, I felt like I had watched Knives Out again, only in Knives Out, I was less confused. I think the writers thought that the movie was a bit smarter than it actually was. You're definitely gonna have to watch an ending explain video on this one from what I can see, except if you're sure you'll have movie reviews and you walk out of the movie going, oh, how did you not get that? A star-studded crime blast from start to finish, with only a few setbacks. I'm gonna give The Gentleman a B+. So guys, as you see The Gentleman, what did you think of it? What were your opinions on it? Just comment down below. And what's your favorite Guy Ritchie film? Because I definitely need to see Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Rocket Roller first before I can really make a decision. But I would say definitely Snatch right now. That's pretty much everyone's favorite because, well, I think it's his standard right now, and it's definitely, I think it's gonna become a classic if it's not a classic already. So anyway guys, subscribe, like, and share for more movie reviews, podcasts, analyze videos, and blah blah blah, all that lot. And of course, have a great day, you wonderful people.